Welcome everyone to Vinyl Addict. This is Chili, and today I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on the new Megadeth album, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead, which came out earlier this month. And before that, don't forget to hit the like button, to share, comment below, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. So let's get into this. Okay, so it's been 6 years since we've had a Megadeth album. The last one was Dystopia. Critical acclaimed, got Grammys for Best Metal Album and everything, and it set the bar for like Megadeth albums, but at the same time, to me, it really hasn't. It was just been part of the line of great Megadeth albums that are consistently good. I would say since Dystopia, from Dystopia, United Abomination to Dystopia, I would say that would be like every album has just been like the shit. I mean, so you have United Abominations, Endgame, 13, Super Collider, Dystopia, and now this. It's just, nothing has changed. It's fucking Megadeth. And I think the thing about it with Dave Mustaine is that he always consistently gets great players to come in. And they inspire him, and they just put out something amazing. It's always sounding fresh because of these new players. And it's not to the point where if you're a fan of Megadeth, is that you go, oh, I wish they just would have kept Marty Friedman or this and that from that album and this guy, whatever. It's Dave Mustaine. It's whoever he gets is going to be the shit anyway, and he started this type of music, this thrash music. I would say he is the one who came up with this style. And so it's always going to be ever changing for him. And it's always going to be, he's always going to have somebody come in there, new players, that just challenge him and get him inspired to keep going. Because if someone like him who always would have the same members, I think it would bore him. And it just wouldn't, it just, wouldn't, it would be the same, and it just would get stagnant and stale. So, that being said, these new guys in here, one of them is, Kiko, the guitarist, was in the last album. The new drummer, is from a death metal band called Soilwork, and this guy is just phenomenal. I mean, he talk about speed and everything, but it's just like it's very punchy. It's just like in your face, and there's hardly any kind of acoustic like parts on this album. If they are, they're very, it's like a blink of an eye, and then it's back to the metal madness. This is great thrash metal from the master himself. And there's like 12 tracks on here. The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead is the opener. Life in Hell, Night Stalkers, which is side 1. That has Ice-T on it. He's guest, and that itself is really, really quick. If you blink, he's gone. Dave was on his album for Body Count, so I guess he's returning the favor. Dogs of Chernobyl is an awesome song. Dave was on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast talking about that song, and how he writes lyrics, that he does a lot of research on it. He speaks to experts on the whatever the issues are, and because he really wants to give the listener something to chew on and something to learn on. And he even says, go look it up yourself, do the research yourself, that what he's talking about is not full of shit. And so Dogs of Chernobyl is that. Sacrifice Junkie, he always kind of talks about his past drug addictions and that kind of thing. And Junkie's a really good one. Psychopathy, Killing Time, Soldier On, that riff, that driving riff is awesome on there. Celebutant, Mission to Mars, and We'll Be Back. That was the first song that was the lead-in song for the whole album before the album came out, and that is a great song. It's just classic thrash, like I said. And the production on here is awesome. And even though he had that throat cancer situation and that was all fixed and everything, yes, there is a kind of difference, but it's not a whole lot that, you know, it's where his voice is unrecognizable. So it's really cool that, you know, he was able to come out and on top with this album. And we'll just give you guys a look at it. The inside, those are the new guys, some of them. And it comes in this little lyric insert here. Credits. Now the labels are all different. There's Vic. And the last side. So, like I said, it's just, yeah, it's typical Megadeth. It's just, it's quality, you know, and it's odd that, you know, he just keeps on coming up with all these riffs. He's never going to stop. He's 16th album, you know, and then they're touring as well. It's just, you know, this guy's unstoppable. And like I said, it's consistent. So those are my thoughts on the new Megadeth album. Comment below, like, share this video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.